Hei, hei, Iris Claesson her, og jeg har noe å fortelle I dag, for jeg så glad for jeg endelig ferdig med min bok. So, that was me, Iris Claesson, talking in Norwegian. I do live in Sweden, and I usually speak Swedish. I have no idea why I did that in Norwegian, but anyways, now you know how that sounds like. But I have something to share with you today, and today is the perfect opportunity to do the first video in a long time, because all my colleagues have left early. They never do, but they did, so I can actually do a recording without being really embarrassed. Well, I still have some decent light outside. Yes. So I want to share with you that I've finally finished my book. This is a book I started writing on half a year ago. It's called Loose Candy, which is something we absolutely love in Sweden. It's a very Swedish thing. Basically, it's assorted candy, it's pick and mix candy, and it's very popular here. And this book is just a book full of tips and tricks for .NET developers and IT professionals. And just like assorted candy, you have different tips to choose between. And it's an easygoing read. And I think most people will find something that they can use or find useful inside the book. I hope that's the goal. I mean, why would I otherwise write the book, right? So, half a year ago, I decided to write this book. I've been tweeting out my tip of the day, and that's where I got the idea. However, it's not just, you know, all my tip of the day. It's not a book full of tweets, because you can do a search on Twitter and basically find all the tip if you wanted to. So it's not the same thing. Otherwise, it would be a bit stupid if I did that. I know some people will just write a book based on blog posts they've written and basically just compile the blog posts and ta-da, I have a book. That's not what I did. I'm not judging, but I put a lot of work into this, so hopefully it turned out all right. Now, I've written a book before. I've co-authored on a book, this book here, about Windows Store applications. Some of the information is still valid today, although a lot has happened in this area. Do you remember when Windows Store applications were called Metro apps? Feels like forever. Anyways, so this was with O'Reilly, and that was interesting. By interesting, I mean it took a painfully long time, and it was a lot of back and forward with the editor. This is something that's typical when you go through a publishing company. At least if you're inexperienced like I am, it takes some time. And by the time we were close to finishing the book, we had to rewrite half of it because a lot of the information there was obsolete. So I didn't want that to happen again, and I wanted to be able to get things out faster. I wanted to do it on my own and see if I had the self-discipline to do all the steps myself. To do all the writing, to find the editors and the reviewers, and do the cover and the formatting. The formatting is the most painful thing I've done since I stepped on a scorpion fish in Mallorca when I was 18 years old. I do not recommend doing that, by the way. But the formatting was not fun. If you thought formatting in Word was hard, some people really find that a dreadful thing to do, well, try EPUB or, you know, other ebook formats such as the Kindle books. It's such a pain. I've spent more than 6 weeks just on the formatting, trying very hard to automate the process, and there are a lot of tools that are out there that aren't good for professional use because they'll just chuck in a lot of stuff and yeah, mess up your own formatting in terms of how the code looks. And I wanted the book to look really good, which is hard with ebooks. I wanted to have syntax highlighting, for example, but Kindle and EPUB, you know, all the readers that are provided for those type of books, they like to override all your styles and just mess things up. But I think I managed to get around it somehow. I don't know. I think it looks pretty decent. I'm happy. I'm happy with it. So if you're interested or you want to have a look, go over to LeanPub and download the book there. I've set like a base price, but you decide what you think is a fair price, and there's a money back guarantee on LeanPub, which is great. I think that makes sense, and I think whenever you buy a book, you should have the opportunity to return it, even if it's in a digital format. It will be available on Amazon at a later point, but since I really like LeanPub and I wanted to start off with them because I buy a lot of books there myself, so that's where you're going to find it first. It will be available in hard copy. I do, however, want to wait a couple of months to get some more reviews, and if there are some mistakes, which I hope they're not, because I've had about 50, 60 reviewers read through the book now. But if there are some things, I can still edit them before people can order, or I can order in the hard copy, and give a mandatory book to my mom so she can brag about it. Yay! Mission accomplished. Yeah. So anyways, very, very happy sharing this with you. And if it turns out to be a good experience, I don't think I'm going to make a lot of money out of it. It'd be good to recoup some of my investment. But if it's a good experience, regardless of the financial outcome, I do have other books I want to write, and I've started writing on another book. As always, it's technical books. That's what I read and that's what I write. But who knows? Maybe I'll do something more creative later on. If you have any advice or anything you want to say, don't hesitate to contact me. Sorry for not being so visible online for the last half a year. I've been busy with the book and work's been hard. I mean, I work for a startup, so we have to keep a very high pace and a lot of things are happening, yada yada, blah blah blah. So that's why I haven't been there. But I'm back and I'm full of energy, which I hopefully am showing you today. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. I hadn't planned how I was going to wrap up this video. I just hit record and just started blah 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 blah. I'll just wrap it up in Norwegian, like I started the video. Og så sier jeg ha det bra, og vet du hva, jeg håper vi høres nok snart igjen.